Minecraft 1.20.10.20 has now released. This is the first actual beta or preview for Minecraft 1.20.10. So let's cover it. It's actually a really big one. So before we jump into it, the first change is boats. They no longer require a shovel in the center to actually be crafted. As you can see, they now just actually require 5 planks like so. It is all noted that the bamboo one hasn't been updated yet, so I'm pretty sure this one does still require a shovel, but this will be fixed in a future beta or preview. Apart from the bamboo raft, all of the others now no longer require that shovel in the center, which is a lot easier to actually get boats now. The next actual change to crafting recipes is barrels. Barrels before required sticks and also slabs. Well, the sticks have been removed, so let's quickly just grab some slabs. The recipe before this update was like so, and it's saying that's still the recipe. Well, in the patch notes, it says it's now using planks, so they are both a recipe. Well, it's apparently you can still use sticks. In the patch notes, it says that has been removed. It seems like they haven't removed it properly, but in future actual betas or previews, it will now require planks instead of sticks. And the final crafting change comes with cobwebs. Cobwebs can no longer be put into the crafting grid to get 9 string. This is a shame for Bedrock players because this was a good source of string, but this is no longer the case. As you can see, it doesn't give string in any slot. So if you want a lot of string from cobwebs, make sure to craft it up before either this preview, which is 1.20.10.20, or before you update to 1.20.10. So now let's cover some of the bigger things. So this actual one is focusing on sneaking. If you actually have the experimental toggle enabled, there will be a little thing on screen right now how to enable the experimental toggle. But in this actual preview, they have made it so you can now crawl. If you push yourself down into the one block, as you can see, you are forced into swim mode or crawling mode. As soon as you are not in the crawling mode anymore, you will be pushed back up to the 2-block tool, but you do actually slowly, gradually go down and up, which is really cool. And the next thing is you can actually crawl. They have also mentioned that there is a custom animation for crawling. I don't know if this is the swimming animation we used or if they have altered it. And another thing, when actually crawling, you go at the same speed as sneaking. So Swift Sneak will help you in this case. Now, if you actually do this while in water, so if we was to go and dig out an area right here, and we was to swim into this, you'll go from swimming mode straight into crawling mode, and vice versa. So if I was to go from crawling mode into the water, we'll then change to swimming mode. So it's kind of actually really goodly implemented within the first actual beta or preview. I don't know if there's a way to see your hitbox on Bedrock, but when you're actually swimming now, the hitbox of the player will now be centered on the body. So I think before it was at its feet. So it's now centered on the body. So being hit might feel a bit different when you're swimming. Players will also no longer be able to sneak while you are actually in boats or riding entities. As you can see, it now dismounts you. I think before you would crouch before being dismounted. It now seems to dismount you every single time. And also you can click space, which does seem to jump you when you exit as well. So that's a little bug that has been fixed because that was kind of annoying when you'd click your actual crouch button. You'd sit there crouching in the boat, which didn't do anything. A load of bugs have also been fixed when in the swimming or crawling mode. If you was actually eating while in the mode, the particles would play in the wrong location. As you can see, they now play where your mouth is meant to be. And also when you throw tridents or any projectiles, they would throw from totally the wrong direction. They now throw from where your head should be. If we go into swimming mode, you can see they once again go from the actual mouth. And once again, eating while in swimming mode, although it does actually cancel you out of swimming mode when you do these actions. So I don't know what the bug was with swimming. It is also the same with crouching. As you can see, it now comes from like my chest area. And when eating, the particles once again play at your face. There was also a few bugs where if you would go into a 1.5 block gap with obviously using slabs or something that is half a block, you would sometimes take damage. That is now fixed, and you should now no longer take damage if you are sneaking under blocks, as you can see right here. So I don't exactly know, it says in some scenarios, I don't exactly know what them scenarios are, but you should now be safe to sneak under the 1.5 blocks. There's been a few fixes to Skulk and Ancient Cities, Chiseled Deep Slate, as you can see right here, and also Polished Basalt, which can generate in these path areas, as you can see. These 2 blocks will no longer be covered by Skulk upon world generation, and Polished Deep Slate can now be covered by Skulk on world generation. So you should see inside of the Ancient Cities a lot more of the Basalt and also the Chiseled Deep Slate, but you might see a lot less of the Polished. Villagers that are the farmer profession, where have you got a barrel from? Huh? Why are you fishermen? You should not be a fisherman. Is there barrels within the Ancient City? There shouldn't be, as far as I know. Is that a bug? No? Ah. Why can they randomly be spawned with professions? Is that a thing on Bedrock, or is that a bug? That shouldn't be the case, I don't think. They should always be spawned with no profession. That's weird. We have to get one that's a farmer, because this next change is to do with farmers. And this change is farmers can now plant pitcher pods and also torch flowers. They should also be able to pick up the seeds if these villagers actually start to do stuff. Well, something's not right with villagers. I don't know if this is a thing on Bedrock or if this is a bug, but the actual fix here, or the change, is farmer villagers should pick up the pitcher pods and the torch flower seeds. They should also be able to plant them down onto farmland. The only case is they will not be able to harvest them when they are fully grown, so you either need to do that or you need to set up some automatic way of doing it. A parity change with 1.20 on Java Edition. If you actually craft yourself a decorated pot with at least 1 pottery shard, it will now have a tooltip, as you can see right here, that tells you what the pottery shard has on it. And I don't know why it tells you brick, that seems to be not needed. But if you actually do one that is fully brick, as you can see, it doesn't have any tooltip because there's nothing to really tell. If you use all of the actual pottery shards, then it will tell you that it has all 4, as you can see like so. Players who don't have the ability to interact with containers, so open and close chests, barrels, furnaces or anything like that, will no longer be able to take or put books into the chiseled bookshelf. So this is for worlds where you have limited player interactions or commands. We have now left the Ancient City because there was a warden. The next bug is apparently watercolor inside of the actual cauldron was incorrect. It should now be fixed and the texture and color should now be the correct color. Note blocks that were placed on top of the actual soul sand will now play the sound of harp rather than snare, so that has been fixed or changed. You can no longer mine packed mud quickly with a shovel. The correct tool for this block is now just the pickaxe. There are also a lot of changes to vibrations, as you can see right here. I'm not going to cover these because it's just they've basically added a load of new ways the skulk sensor can be activated, but you can pause the video and read them all, or the patch notes will be linked in the description. There is also, as you can see, a lot of technical changes, which once again, I'm not going to cover because there is a lot of them and I'm not a Bedrock player, really, so I don't know what half of them mean. But that is really all the important ones within this actual beta or preview. So that is where I'm going to end this video. If you did enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.